the No Fade channel. Checking in. Today I am going to be interviewing a company that pulled a Steve Jobs. Two guys that actually designed home gym equipment out of their garage, and how they did it and how you can do it too. Next. We have Derek and Cody from 50 Cal Fitness, and if you have ever wanted to get your idea to fruition and get it out to market, you're going to want to listen to today's interview. But first off, with a name like 50 Cal Fitness, my first question is, what is your everyday carry like?
I got a Springfield XDM 10 millimeter.
Mine's left in the truck. So
All
mine's
right.
Yeah, that's just one of them, but that's my probably favorite. I have full size that I carry daily too around ranch and stuff, but that's my compact.
Let's just dive in, right? So a lot of people will get an idea, right? They see an issue, they see a problem, and they say, I've got a solution. But when it comes to actually building that out and getting it to fruition, getting it to market, most people don't take that extra step. And that's understandable because, you know, it's just a lot of work. At least that's the perception. And especially if your idea involves something heavy or machined, it's much more difficult to kind of see how you are going to take those steps. But we all have been there where we see this thing on commercial, we see this thing released, and we were like, I had that idea 4 years ago, and we just never did anything. Take us through the steps, right? So take us through the steps if you from idea to getting it out there, because I think a lot of people believe that they have to handhold every step and they're responsible for everything. It's not only a time commitment, but a financial commitment.
There's so many different ways to making a prototype. You can do a virtual prototype nowadays with CAD or other software. You can have the prototype that looks great but doesn't function well. I'd say in the fitness realm, you want a prototype that functions well. It doesn't necessarily have to look great, but it functions well, right? When you don't run out and get a patent. That's one thing you don't do, because patents cost a lot of money. So what you want to do is once you get your piece, you want to do a provisional patent application. It's called a PPA. It's found on the USPTO website. It's a government website. So anything the government touches, it sucks, right? So it's kind of hardening to navigate around, but it's $65 compared to, let's say 10 or 20 grand for a patent. Uncle Billy Bob's saying a compliment whenever he says, hey, you need to go out there and get a patent, son. No, you don't know if anybody else is going to like it. So just save yourself a lot of grief with, the money. Just get a provisional patent. And when you're filling that out, you want to steal from yourself, right? Jonathan has an idea. He's made it, right? Well, when you're filling that out, think about, how else could this be made? If I was a company, how would I work around this? You might actually come up with a better solution than what you originally had too. So after that, don't go show it on social media. I like Kaizen DIY, right, in his YouTube channel, and it's working for him. I'm not knocking the guy, but any company could say, hey, I like that idea. Let's go make that idea. You want to individually go out to these companies, but I have a LinkedIn account and I've made some good connections on LinkedIn, getting with companies, and just keep it simple. Like, hey, does your company accept these, outside product ideas? They'll say yes or no, or they won't get back to you at all. When they say yes, you send your marketing material. It can be a video, keep it under 1 minute, and think, if you have like a sales sheet that you're putting out, think billboard, right? I want to get my idea across really, really quick. I'm driving by a billboard. Oh, okay, I need to go, to Lowe's, whatever. Just think, hey, I need to get my idea. Nobody's going to read a paragraph of why they should buy your barbell. If you have a new safety squat bar, just simply put the best safety squat bar there is. After that, they say, hey, we want to know more about you. They'll probably either a phone call at first or set up a video chat. And if they like it, they're going to start pursuing it. And, basically you take advantage of that company's capital, their marketing, all the logistics that go in with shipping. Is it manufactured here in the States? Is it manufactured overseas? You know, you're taking advantage of that, and you're just collecting a royalty at the end for your creativity and the concept you brought a company.
And that's great. I mean, we saw this a little bit with like as an example, Mutant Metals, you know, fantastic shop. They make all of their own equipment, product of their own success in terms of like their lead times were getting to be like 3 months, 4 months. And so they eventually partnered with Rogue Fitness, and now, you know, they're able to kind of come together on a much more probably standardized deliverable date. And I think that's great, especially where if you're an ideas person and you're like, well, I've got this great idea, but I don't want to get into the weeds of having to get, you know, 100 barbells worth of inventory and figure out all the shipping, especially when you get with the bigger companies, whether it's Rogue, Titan, Rep, whoever it may be, they've already got all that shipping and infrastructure in place, and they have deals. I know Rogue, as an example, has like crazy deals on their shipping that you and I as an individual can't go down to like FedEx or UPS and get those deals. We'd be paying through the nose.
I need to give all of you a massive thank you. You've been using my affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. When you use those links, it supports the channel, it supports my ice addiction, and those proceeds do go back into future videos. When you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation.
Home Gym Con, as of today, apparently the floor space has sold out, and they did something great. They decided not to open up a second space, and I think that was good because it basically makes people get on with the party, right? Like if you didn't get on early, forget about you. And everyone in that second space is going to be like the odd kid out, like the kid at the children's table, right? Yeah. So I think they did a really good decision there, and I'm really happy to see that their success and they're growing. Now, rumor has it, you two may be making the trek to the Mecca, Home Gym Con 2023. Is this true?
Yes. Good Lord willing, you know, we're not promised, you know, tomorrow, but yeah, we do plan on going. So yeah, he's actually competing.
Yeah, we're doing the strongman contest under 220.
Under 220, okay. What over 220 is what, the Clydesdale division? And where's like the kids division? That's me. I'm the kids division. So now, are you going to just be going there as home gym enthusiasts, or are you going to be pressing the flesh and trying to talk to some of these other companies?
Both. I mean, we would definitely want to, you know, see new things and maybe hopefully draw some new ideas as well. But it'd be cool just to meet some of the people from all these other companies too, and just to talk to people. You know, it'd be neat.
And we're hoping to have 2 of our products out. You know, the company that we're not ready to say who we're working with, but the company that we are working with, they're going to be there as well, and hopefully get to show off, you know, some of our creative concepts. You know, I gotta say the designer that this company has, he's taken our concept and just made it really, really awesome. So it's hopefully we get to show those things.
One of the nice things I think about Home Gym Con is like meeting people, especially like our community is so introverted and spread out throughout the whole country, obviously. Whenever I'm able to like meet, you know, whether it's a subscriber or another home gym content creator, it's just like a great moment because it doesn't happen that often when like the worlds collide. Item that you're working with one company on, who else would you like to partner with besides Elon Musk? Who do you look at and say, oh, those would be great partners, or I like what they're doing? You mentioned Kazon. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. My engineering days are old, so I don't forget how to pronounce that word, but like Kazon is doing it where he kind of creates it and then kind of works with other companies. But
I'd say Abmat or Rogue, you know, I like those 2 companies because they do a lot of manufacturing here in the States. So that's, you know, it's hard to do manufacturing here in the States now. So yeah, I like Abmat, Rogue, you know, but we're not limiting ourselves to really anybody. You know, we're willing to work with anybody. We're super, super happy to be working with the people we are too. Yeah. You know, they've been really awesome.
Let's take a pause and just move towards the future. You know, with so many companies right now trying to reinvent the home gym mousetrap, right? We've seen everything from electronics to Bluetooth gadgets to trying to find more ways to utilize your power rack and turning it into machines for like a local gym. You know, what do you see as the evolution of the home gym as far as manufacturers in the years ahead?
I can see it swinging both ways. I mean, like I said, the electronics, I'm blank on the name, but you know, it mounts to the wall, has the screen, everything.
Tonal. There we
Yes.
go.
I mean, to me, that's just, it seems absurd to have something like that, but I like just free weights and everything. Like you see some of the gym here in the background. To me, I just want to pick up stuff and put it down.
As far as manufacturing is concerned, it's really hard. Not to get political, but it's hard to do manufacturing here in the States. You're seeing smaller companies manufacture more here in the States. You know, well, of course, Rogue, but I think they started off with just their little pull-up grips. You know, their rings, and what they've been able to accomplish with that is just amazing. You know. So they should be applauded, but you got Surplus Strength, they're doing their thing, Bridge Built. And you're seeing like companies like Titan who didn't start off manufacturing things in the US, and now they're making some of their barbells in the US.
There's Safety Squat Bar they have manufactured. And obviously we would love every company to make stuff in the US, but it's a big boat to turn around. Now, as far as being political, it is head scratching that something as heavy as a power rack can be manufactured overseas, shipped all the way, boated all the way across the world, and then like taken into port, repackaged and mailed out at a cheaper cost than something that can be manufactured in the US. But that is a political thing in terms of like tariffs and all the other stuff that goes along with that.
It started in 1993, called the NAFTA trade agreement.
Yeah, it
screwed American manufacturer workers, not the manufacturers themselves, but
the workers. Yeah. Workers. And I want to see more companies made in America. And there's a lot of small companies, you know, Waited Out, Played Snacks, and Micro Gains. They make their stuff. They make their stuff in the US, and those are obviously smaller companies. But even the big companies, if like you said, just take a few pieces and just turn that boat around, just make them in the US. Rep Fitness has USA plates. There's 6-shooter plates. I can't wait for them to be released, but I haven't gotten any dates. I just saw, I know that they showcased them in the Arnold, and people love those 6-shooter plates, and now they're going to have them manufactured in the US.
We're just simple guys down here in Texas, man. We like to hunt and fish, and we both have families. Been married for 12 and a half years. He's been married for 15. Yeah. So
it's like a prison sentence, isn't it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No. You know, all the stuff that I've learned from licensing, it is not original to me. I've learned it from watching this YouTube channel called InventRight. They can go into they have so many free resources that people should take advantage of if they have an idea in any field, not just fitness, but they do a lot of as seen on TV, you know, and they coach you. They're not trying to take your royalties. They just coach you on how to pursue these companies.
So this is a great segue. So for those of you watching this and you've got an idea, whether it's in the home gym space, whether it's in the supplement space, whether it is in beauty care, if you've got an idea, don't just poo-poo it. Don't just say, that's not me. I don't have the education. I don't have the resources. Put the work in. The resources are free. They're out there. YouTube and Google are going to be your best friends, and don't actually assume that you need to set up a chemical lab in your home kitchen in order to make whatever product that you are thinking about. It is something that you could design, small level proof of concept, and then you can outsource that to a bigger company that has the bandwidth, that has the runway to get you off the ground. So I want to thank 50 Cal Fitness, Cody and Derek. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to put all your links in the description.
If you want to see more epic interviews, then check out this video. And now we are officially best friends, like internet trolls and living in their mom's basement. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. And as usual, don't save anything for the trip back.